Morning YouTube. So this is how I lost $529 today day trading. This literally stopped me out like 5 minutes ago, not even like 3 minutes ago. So pretty fresh trade. We'll just recap this really quick. Pretty rough price action as you can see. I'll replay it for you guys to show you my walkthrough, but like, man, it's kind of crazy how rough this price action has been recently. I mean, I've been making money pretty aggressively, but the price action still has not been very good, even though I've been banging some of these trades. So let's go into market open. So basically today, I'm totally fine with this loss because we're at like I want to say 4 or 5 win streak. So statistically, I mean, a loss was coming for sure. And I'm totally fine with this loss because I took the strategy perfectly almost. Basically, very good setup. I guess if you want to call it like an A+ setup or whatever, that's basically what it was today. So I knew I wanted to be long because as you can see here, lots of highs stacked up. Underneath is just a fair value gap, nothing really to go after. So I definitely wanted to be bullish. I wanted something to the downside swept after market opened for us to generate enough movement to go higher. Man, W glitch. So market opens, we start coming down. And on NASDAQ, as you can see, we sweep that, I guess, like New York low that was underneath there. And then after that, we start moving up pretty aggressively, big candle to the upside. And then on ES, we did not sweep that low. So we have a bullish SMT on ES, making ES the more bullish pair and giving even more conviction to go bullish. So big candle up, another big candle up. And at this point, I really want to retrace before we sweep London highs because that was the target basically. And we just keep moving up basically. Get almost all the way there before we get a retrace. And I kind of missed most of this move because after the sweep, price just kind of shot up for the most part. My first draw was actually here. This was an hourly high. Not as much liquidity because it's not a session high, but that was swept right away. So I couldn't even, within the first 5 minute candle after the sweep, so I couldn't even target that in the first place. We finally start getting a retrace down into fair value gap here. And that's also equilibrium if I'm correct. Not equilibrium, but fair value gap. So that's basically all I need. The candle did close bullish, which I realized right after I entered. I probably should have paid attention to that more. Usually I like the candle to close bearish because it's technically a low if it closes bearish instead of this is technically still a high. Though it did tap into the fair value gap and it was very bullish, so I was willing to take it. As you can see here, like that, it taps in and instantly one big candle to the upside, break structure on the 1 minute. So that's basically everything I need. We got liquidity, 5 minute break right off the bat, basically. 5 minute retrace because it went in the fair value gap, and then 1 minute break of structure, which we got within that first candle. And then at that point, I didn't want to enter off of this because this was really high, and I still need a second 1 minute low to put my stop under because the second one would be all the way down here, which we are not doing, and I want to put it right there. So basically just waiting for a down candle. Oh, WES. Just waiting for a down candle on the 1 minute time frame and something to retrace into for a better entry, better risk reward. So that's what we got right there. We got the 1 minute low. It also tapped into a 1 minute fair value gap, just barely right here. So even more conviction. And I'm basically entered right there. And since there was basically no way I'm targeting these London highs, because that's a 0.26 RR, we target Asian highs, which at the time I thought was achievable because huge move up within like 10-15 minutes, insane move up. I thought we had the chance to go here if NASDAQ, because it was behind, if that wanted to sweep out London highs, then most likely ES will sweep out Asian highs because that's about the same amount of distance movement that would be required to do that. So at this point, we enter here. and basically just screwed around for a very long time. Some drawdown, some slight profit, almost to New York, or not New York, almost to London highs. And if we would have swept those and then started showing bearish signs like a 1 minute break of structure or something, showing like a 5 minute break to the downside, showing that we're going more bearish after that, I probably would have pulled out early, or I would have. Now I probably wouldn't have taken profit here because that's just a pretty rough risk reward, but I might have pulled out halfway if that was the case. But no, we never even swept this, and then we started moving it. We stopped me out before even sweeping this. So I don't even know what will happen in the future after this, if it's going to start going bullish or if it's just going to basically react off of nothing and then start going down. Because the only thing it swept was an hourly high, and that's really not enough to give it this chop and then go down. And so continuing the replay through it, tons of chop, tons of chop, tons of chop. Huge 1 minute wick, almost smacks that, but makes equal highs, and then instead, right after that, stops me out. So as you can see, not very good price action. We're in this trade for about 45 minutes almost. So not very good. 45 minutes of complete chop. If you count this, I mean, we got like an hour of complete chop. So not very good at all. That's the thing with these last couple, I guess this week, maybe last week too, is we get a clean move and then we get tons of chop. And it's most likely due to like war stuff, war news, everything like that. So not a lot of good. Doesn't look too great for trading at the moment just because of all the world stuff. I mean, it's not very often that you're in almost a world war when you're trying to trade. I mean, this hasn't happened before for anybody as traders, really. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm happy with the trade. I knew a loss was coming. I was prepared for that going into the day. When you're in a win streak, you have to be prepared. You got to know that a loss is coming, like probability and statistic wise. The chances of your next trade being a loss are much higher than your normal win rate, because if you're doing all those wins in a row and then you're exceeding your win rate percentage basically, then the statistics for a loss coming is probably even higher. So even my next trade could be a higher chance of a loss just because of all that. But I mean, we'll see. I'm fine with this loss. I knew that if I was going to take a loss, I wanted it to be because of bad price action or because of price just not wanting to hit the targets, but not off of my execution error. And that's exactly what happened. I executed well, I executed correctly, and I basically got stopped out because of bad price action. I'm very curious to see what will happen afterwards. I mean, it's kind of just tanking down now. Either we get bad price action and it just kind of keeps going all the way down because it had nothing to react off of, or we get a very deep retrace and then we start going up. So who knows what that'll be like. Not 100% sure. And then for yesterday, that was on Wednesday, I did not take a trade. Price action was very bad. We didn't get a setup. I did want to basically go, if I can look back over here. What do you got? Market open. Yeah, I wanted to go bearish because we got a sweep to the upside right away. And then it just didn't give me an entry to go bearish. I think we just tanked down right away and then swept out the draws that I had in mind already. So that wasn't an option for me. And then afterwards, we just chopped around. So no trade yesterday. I didn't post a recap because I've been sick, pretty aggressive, pretty sick, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to make it to work today because of it. Pretty rough. I still got to sleep. I took a small nap, but I've been up for basically 26 hours, so it's not been the best right now. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll probably take a nice little nap after this. We do have vlog coming out on hopefully one of these next couple days. I have all the clips. I just have to edit them. Pretty decent vlog. I was sick like halfway into making the vlog, so I didn't get as much content or clips as I would have wanted. Didn't get to do as much stuff as I would have wanted. But I'll do the best I can to edit it and make it look entertaining for you guys. We'll have that out hopefully in the next coming days. And after that, so my short content, reels, shorts, TikToks, they might drop off I'm hoping to upload some more today. Just if you guys see like less activity from that, I'm working on a way to optimize and basically just optimize my time when posting. So I've been working on that for the last maybe week or so. So my scheduler and my like queue of clips is slightly behind right now. So I might not have any coming out the next couple of days until I get this optimizer running, so I can get even more clips out more often. But from then on, they'll be posting even more and more. So just so you guys know, I'm not less active right now. I'm just working on something to make that even better for you guys. But that is gonna be it for today. Decent trade, lost some money. It's okay with me. I didn't even lose the full risk instead of 600, so we're just slightly under that. So that's totally fine with me. Got to just brush this loss off and then continue about my day and then continue about my trading and forget it even happened. That's it for today, boys. Hope you have a good one. Catch you in the next one. Peace.